Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Christmas in February. I'm Maura O'Reilly, and it's where we all do something Christmas on the 25th of the month. It can be cards, layout, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm scrapping this photo right here, and I'm going to use that joy die, and it's a We Are Memory Keepers die. I am going to use some of those rub-ons, and I'm also going to use some of those film strips. And then there's like a whole envelope of stuff there, and I picked most of it out already, and it's sitting over there in the tray that I plan on using. I might get something else, but I can't remember if I did or not. This film strip here, I'm going to add it on top of this piece of scrap paper. It was barely big enough. And I am going to trim out the corner on one side. The other side I'm not going to worry about because it's kind of going to be hid. But yeah, you know how the corners are showing. I'm going to cut them out. I well, I thought about using that one with the little windows, the film strip with the little windows. I really thought about using it, but it didn't quite work out. So I am using the kind of plain Jane one, but that's okay. I put my green film strip on top of it, and I am going to cut this one where it looks like it's going to go all the way through and just kind of tuck it alongside of the green one. And so I've got the red, the green, and the black that I'm using. The joy, I'm going to move it around a while before I decide where I'm going to put it. And those candy canes, they're not going to make it on the layout. But yeah, and there's quite a few things in that tray that's not going to make it on there. But I wanted to make sure the poinsettia with the white uh, splatters on them, they make it on the layout. Because if you look at the photo, it's one of those photo prop things for Christmas. My sister-in-law ordered it to have it set up for the Christmas party, and everybody took all kinds of pictures in front of it. Sometimes the group was too big for the props, but this one was pretty good. And they picked up some of the snow, and you see the tall one there. He's throwing snow on top of everybody else, and so they're having lots of fun. Right there in the front, down at the bottom, is a back of a head, is what you're seeing, and a big red bow on her back. And then a couple of them's got matching pajamas. So yeah, cute, fun, joyful layout. So my layout's going to be titled Joy. Besides the film strips, there was frames, so I wanted to use some of them tucked under in layers. And this one here, I am going to use that other part. Well, not all of it, but I am going to use part of it. That picture wheel, I had it cut out for the other side, which is a solid green, and I used the bigger part of it. But this was left over from a layout probably around Christmas. And I was looking at this, and I love, love, love that background paper. And I thought this side would go better with it, so I took the bone folder and smoothed down the cuts on it so I could use this side. And of course, I could not resist but use these Christmas lights. And oh, I was tempted to use more, but I thought, well, there is so much colorful splotches and things on this background paper. I'm just going to use the one. I was looking at all those phrases, and I thought, I wonder if I can find one small enough to fit in the little empty space on the joy. And yes, I could find one that did. And it says, Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. And so my title's really Joy, Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. But it's kind of long to put in my description or title on my video. So all I put there, well, going to put, I'm trying to decide whether I should speak present tense or past tense. But anyway, my title is just going to say Joy. This one strip here, it has a bunch of numbers. I think it has something to do with tickets and a train or something like that. Not sure, but I think. And so I seen it laying over there, and I thought, oh man, I wanted to use that. So I had to pry up my uh, frame there and tuck it under. And then I thought, oh, I better go ahead and get my picture wheel back in there. So yeah, it got tucked back in there too. I'm using the word festive off of the rub-on, and I am going to put on that label, but I had decided how I wanted to lay it first, and I am going to use another rub-on too. And the other one's just, well, it's kind of like stitches. It kind of looks like stitches, so that's what I'm going to be using them as. And there's several colors to choose from on everything on that sheet. And so I decided I'm going to use the red with this because the word festive is in black. But then it says Christmas 25, I think. I think that's what it says. December 25, sorry. And this was on December 25th. So isn't often I can use that. It seems like I don't seem, I'm too busy doing other stuff on Christmas to take any photos. But when they set up a photo booth, I'm lucky, because I get to scrap the photos. But there's the stitches. Oh, and I thought I maybe could use that since, it's only one little piece. However, I didn't like it there, so it's not going to go there. So I am going to go ahead and cut off the red strip and the candy cane strip there and go ahead and tuck it. It's going to end up above a little bit, but it's going to end up in that little cluster. Oh, and you also notice there is a red truck in the photo, and of course, like I mentioned already, snow. So I had to pull out from last year one of the little red trucks, and I got a tree that's covered with snow too. And then of course I pulled out some, I still had some poinsettia with splatters of white on them, but I am going to add a few more splatters of white before I'm done. But while I am attaching some of those poinsettias, I want to mention that down there below you'll find the links to everybody else that is doing the Christmas in February. And they all will be creating something Christmas. And like I said, it can be anything. They might surprise you and do something different today. Uh, let's see. Oh, there were some little X's on that sheet with the stitches and the other things. And so I'm adding them to the word joy, kind of like it's cross stitch on there. But yeah, I'm trying to add them in places that it looks like the X was really holding the word joy on. And then I'm splattering with the Dilutions white. I think it's white linen. And then I'll be done with the layout, which is a pretty quick layout. And this is my second layout today. It's been a while since I did two in one day, so I'm pretty thrilled. But if y'all notice, I started with an awesome background paper, and I think it turned out pretty good. I don't think you could ever make a layout with that paper and it not turn out good. It is gorgeous. Here I've got those lights that I was talking about, only using one strand. But yeah, aren't they cute? They just wadded up down there in that corner. And there's my joy. And see the X's on there? That one just barely went across there. But it went across there. So I put the X's here and there on the word joy. And let's see. Oh, here's that truck. And I did put it up on foam tape, it and the tree. So yeah, it would be up above the background paper and the film strip. And there's the cluster up there at the top, and the December 25th and the festive. And see those stitches? Don't they look like stitches? They look like messy stitches to me. But that's it. That's my layout. And don't forget the links down there below. Be sure to check everybody out and find a lot more inspiration. But have a happy scrappy week. Bye.